I think yesterday we have left somewhere here, right? So I would like to start from here again. That is our chapter number 1. देखिए जी, the first and foremost thing yesterday I think I have told you regarding the basic idea of computer networks, right? What is the reason to have a computer network, why we make a computer network, what are human networks, what are social networks, what is the basic advantage of making a network, and all these things we have discussed so far, right? That was the just basic regarding this particular course. Now today we have to discuss the basic idea of this particular course. There are two models. The one is called as OSI model, another one is called as your TCP/IP model. Okay, one thing, kindly let me know. Have you people searched out that particular website that I have shared with you yesterday regarding this particular course? Have you checked the website? I mean, on the website, all the lectures are available, as well as all the, I mean to say that the diagrams that I am going to refer in this particular course, they are also been available in a rare format. So it's better to download all these things over there at your computer so that you can easily, I mean to refer to these particular diagrams. Now let's suppose if I'm going to share with you guys certain picture that I have shared with you yesterday. So it is better you have to download that particular set of diagrams from that particular website, right? It would be helping you out to make it understand easily, right? Now, OSI model, like I have discussed with you yesterday, there are 7 layers. I mean, from top to bottom, the first layer is called as the physical layer. The second layer is called as a data link. The third one is network. Fourth one is transport. Fifth is session, presentation, and application. Now, one thing I would like to tell you guys, the thing is, our physical layer is responsible for the data transmission. I mean to say that how your signal would be transmitted. Whensoever you are going to send an email, right? You are going to write a text. You are going to attach certain sort of videos, audios, or some sort of text with your email. Have you ever thought when your data would reaches to the physical layer, how it is going to be, I mean, in what form it is going to be transmitted over the data, over the media. I have told you yesterday regarding what I mean by the media. Either it is a, I mean to say that wired media or wireless media. I have discussed with you yesterday, but you must have to understand when I say media, media is something where your data will travel. I mean, the thing or the space where your data is travel is called as a media, right? Kindly close your mics, please. Those who have opened their mics, kindly close your mics. Kindly, right? So, what I mean to say that right now, when we are talking about the physical layer, आपका जो data है, that is coming from application, presentation, session. When it reaches to the physical layer, it converted into a form of signals, that is analog and digital signal, and then it is being transmitted over the network. And before that particular physical layer, we have the data link layer. The data link layer is responsible for error correction and error checking mechanism inside your network. I mean, whatsoever the data that is being transmitting over the network, all the checking mechanism and all the error finding mechanisms are going to be managed at the data link layer. Right now, I'm just going to give you the basic idea, but we will be learning individual layer in detail in our next few lectures. But right now, you must be knowing that कि जी actual इस layer का काम क्या है हमारे पास, ठीक है? So that you have a basic idea. Now see, physical and data link layer, these both layers are responsible for a LAN. I think you people are not familiar with LAN. LAN stand for local area networks. आपके पास जो LAN होता है ना, उसके अंदर which devices are working? Have you ever thought inside a LAN what type of devices are working? Let's take an example of our lab. I mean, inside our department we have certain labs. Inside a lab, First of all, I would like to tell you the definition of LAN. LAN is always be inside a building, inside a room, inside an office, right? It's coverage area. I mean to say that. I mean to say, if I'm going to say that a LAN structure or local area network is always being comprised inside a building, inside a room, or inside an office. When we are talking about our network is going out from one building to another building, from one city to another city, from one country to another country, right? When these multiple networks are being combined by any means, I would be telling you by how they are being combined, but when they are combined to form a network, that type of network is called as wider area network or WAN. ठीक है, तो आप लोगों को इन दो चीजों में डिफरेंस अच्छी तरीके से समझना है कि लैन क्या है और वैन क्या है. लैन, लेट्स सपोज यू आर सिटिंग एट योर होम, यू हैव 3 or 4 computers, they are being connected with each other, that is LAN. You are sitting in a department, software department, you are doing certain sort of practicals, the computers are being connected, that is called as LAN, right? You are I mean you have 6 labs, they are being interconnected, they are being called as LAN, right? But when I'm going to say that Mehran University of Engineering and Technology is being connected with another campus who is in Khairpur campus. When these two campuses are going to be connected with an intermediary device, अब वो device क्या होती है I would be telling you, but right now you just have to understand कि जब दो different locations या दो different networks आपस में connect होते हैं with a central device, this is what you can call it as a WAN. Is that clear? Now, when we are talking about a LAN, LAN always uses a switch. I'm again repeating, the device that is going to connect your LAN is called as a switch or a hub, right? I'm again repeating, a LAN always being connected by using a central device that is called a switch. तो हमारी क्या बात कंफर्म हुई कि LAN के अंदर जो हमारे पास डिवाइस यूज होगी that would be called as a switch. ठीक है, ये चीज आपने याद कर लेनी है. Anybody whosoever will ask you that what type of device would be using inside a LAN network or local area networks, you would be promptly saying that it would be switch, right? Now comes to the router. Oh, sorry. Now comes to the WAN. When we are talking about WAN, WAN is a combination of multiple LANs and WANs. What I'm saying, WAN is the combination of multiple LANs or WANs. मतलब when जब हमारे पास मल्टीपल लैंड्स को हम कनेक्ट करते हैं बाय यूजिंग एन इंटरमीडिएट डिवाइस, अब 1, 2, 3 या थाउजेंड्स ऑफ लैंड्स हो सकती हैं. सो when they are connected by using an intermediate device, that is what you can call it as a WAN. अब वो intermediate device कौन सी है? That is called as a router. ठीक है जी. तो you have to be clear regarding this. LAN always uses a switch and WAN always uses a router, right? And what is an internet? Internet is the combination of your LANs and WANs, and the combinations of LANs and WANs, a bigger network is being created, and that particular network is called as an internet. इंटरनेट जो हमारा होता है वो कॉम्बिनेशन होती है आपकी इंटरनेट, आपके लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क्स की, आपकी वाइडर एरिया नेटवर्क्स की, और जब हम इतने सारे नेटवर्क्स को आपस में कंबाइन करते हैं तो उस पूरे के पूरे नेटवर्क को, उस बड़े नेटवर्क को हम क्या नाम देते हैं कि ये इंटरनेट है. इंटरनेट इटसेल्फ इज नथिंग, it is a combination of LANs and WANs. Now I would like to give you an example, right? We have a Mehran University network. Let's suppose this is one LAN. We have an NED University, it is another LAN. Let's suppose there are different banks which are working inside Hyderabad city or Karachi city. They have their own LANs. When we connect them through certain devices, and what is that device? That device is called as a router. जब हम router के साथ इन सब नेटवर्क्स को आपस में कनेक्ट कर देते हैं, then that complete network is called as what? WAN. WAN or wider area network. And what device that is going to connect these networks? That is called as a router. So that is the first thing. Second thing is, router always connect different networks. What I'm saying, router always connects different network. अब different क्या मतलब क्या है यहाँ पे? आई मीन दिस इज व्हाट द कॉन्सेप्ट इज। आपने इस कॉन्सेप्ट को क्लियर करना है, जो मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स को पता ही नहीं चलता। वो 4 साल अपने पूरे कर चुके होते हैं, नेटवर्क्स पूरा पढ़ चुके होते हैं, बट दे डोंट नो व्हाट आई मीन बाय द डिफरेंट नेटवर्क। डिफरेंट नेटवर्क का मतलब ये है कि लेट्स सपोज वी आर सिटिंग इन मेहरान यूनिवर्सिटी। मेहरान यूनिवर्सिटी हैज इट्स ओन नेटवर्क, राइट? Another network is in Karachi, Hyderabad. Highest is a college. He has their own network, right? And another network, that is Preston University. They have their own network. Now these are three different networks. अब आपका क्वेश्चन ये होगा कि हाउ कैन वी आइडेंटिफाई द डिफरेंट नेटवर्क्स। अब इसका आंसर आपको तब पता चलेगा कि जब हम आईपी पढ़ रहे होंगे, आईपी एड्रेसेस। IP address has two parts. One is the network part and other one is the client part or the user part, right? अब उसमें जो network part होता है, that is going to represent the complete network, and the user part is going to represent the user, I mean individual user that has been assigned a particular IP address. But you don't have to worry. When we will be learning an IP address, then we came to know that how to identify a network. ठीक है, तो आपकी जो आईपी होती है, आईपी एड्रेस जो आपकी होती है, वो आइडेंटिफाई कर रही होती है कि आपका नेटवर्क कौन सा है। नाउ लेट्स सपोज इफ आई एम गोइंग टू से दैट 192.168.10.1. Now it varies. I'm not going to make you I do not want to put you in a complexity, but I just want to tell you that everybody knows that ये IP एड्रेस, इस तरह की IP एड्रेसेस आप घर पे भी देते होंगे और अपने कंप्यूटर्स पे भी देते होंगे, ठीक है? कभी आपने देखा होगा 192.168.10.1, राइट? कहीं पे आपने देखा होगा 10.3.5.1, कहीं पे आपने देखा होगा 172.16.5.10। अब ये जो नंबर्स चेंज हो रहे हैं ना, these numbers are actually the first two octaves are going to represent the network of any particular network, ठीक है? नेटवर्क एड्रेस ऑफ एनी पर्टिकुलर नेटवर्क, राइट? अब ये कैसे पता चलता है, क्यों पता चलता है, किस तरह से पता चलता है, वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग व्हेन वी विल बी लर्निंग एन आईपी एड्रेस। बट राइट नाउ व्हाट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, व्हेन ऑलवेज कनेक्ट्स डिफरेंट नेटवर्क्स, ठीक है? और डिफरेंट नेटवर्क्स को कनेक्ट करने के लिए हमारे पास जो डिवाइस यूज होती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज राउटर, right? And to connect a similar network, I mean to say that inside a LAN, inside a LAN there is only network, only one network, that is called as local area network. उसको connect करने के लिए जो आपके पास device use होती है, that is called as switch, right? Is that clear? Now अब ये जो devices हैं, they are working at the different layers. OSI model, make sure if you are very much familiar, if you have a perfect grasp on this particular OSI model, this means that आपको और कोई चीज पढ़ने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी। I mean अगर आपने नेटवर्क्स OSI मॉडल को समझ लिया ना, I mean that is enough to understand your complete networking. I mean if you understood all these 7 layers properly, there is no anything remaining कि आपको नेटवर्क समझ में ना आए। तो हर एक लेयर के ऊपर डिफरेंट प्रोटोकॉल्स काम कर रहे होते हैं और हर एक लेयर के ऊपर डिफरेंट डिवाइसेस काम कर रही होती हैं, ठीक है? तो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम गोइंग टू से दैट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ OSI मॉडल easily, I mean in a very normal way, and then individually I would like to explain each and every layer as we progress further, right? So what I was telling you, physical layer is responsible for the signals to be transmitted over the network, over the media. अब media और आपके LAN cards आपके physical layer पे आ जाते हैं। अब if anybody asks you that कि what are the components of physical layer, अब physical layer के components क्या होंगे? आपकी LAN cards, local area network card, आपका मीडिया, ट्विस्टेड पेयर केबल, कोएक्सियल केबल, ऑप्टिकल फाइबर, आपके डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ कनेक्टर्स, जैसे मैंने कल आपको बताया था यू हैव एन RJ45 कनेक्टर फॉर ट्विस्टेड पेयर केबल, mostly because I am taking those names which you people are familiar. I mean आपने कभी घर के जैक के अंदर RJ45, अगर आपके पास एक इंटरनेट की वायर है, अल्टीमेटली आपने उसको लगाया तो होगा ना कहीं। I mean you have put that particular wire inside some sort of jack. Okay, forget about internet wire. You people are, everybody has their telephone at their homes, right? PTCL telephone. Have you ever seen the cable that is being plugged in at the back of that particular telephone, right? That particular cable और उसके सामने जो jack होता है, that jack is being called as RJ11 jack, and the jack that is in front of an internet cable, that is called as an RJ45 jack. So definitely that particular connector is being placed inside that particular jack, and this is going to show us the connectivity between the telephone and the telephonic network. In the same way, if you want to connect your laptop with your modem with a wired medium, you have to put an RJ45 connector inside your computer or inside your laptop RJ45 jack, and the other end of that particular cable you have to put in one of the RJ45 jack inside your modem. I think all of you have the PTCL modem at your homes. I mean 70 to 80% everybody has their Wi-Fi, I mean wireless connectivity, internet connectivity at your homes, right? So you have seen on the modem there are 5 jacks, and one you have to connect one of them by using that particular cable, right? So that is all regarding the media. So media always been present at the physical layer. अब आ जाए डेटा लिंक लेयर के ऊपर. अब डेटा लिंक लेयर के ऊपर क्या होता है? दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. यूर स्विच ऑलवेज वर्क्स ऑन अ डेटा लिंक लेयर. ठीक है, क्या कहा मैंने? आपका जो स्विच होता है दैट इज गोइंग टू वर्क ऑन यूर डेटा लिंक लेयर. That must be clear to all of you. यह चीज आपने याद कर लेनी है. You don't have to forget this. Your switch always works on a data link layer. And second thing, if switch works on the data link layer, what else? The thing is, I think you have ever heard the term MAC address. There are two things. One is called as your MAC address, another one is called as your IP address. ठीक है, दो चीजें होती हैं हमारे पास, एक होता है मैक एड्रेस और दूसरा हमारे पास होता है आईपी एड्रेस. मैक एड्रेस इज कॉल्ड एज योर फिजिकल एड्रेस, राइट? मैक एड्रेस इज कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? योर फिजिकल एड्रेस, एंड योर आईपी एड्रेस इज कॉल्ड एज योर लॉजिकल एड्रेस, राइट? नाउ मैक एड्रेस जो आपके पास होता है दैट ऑलवेज वर्क्स ऑन योर डेटा लिंक लेयर. ठीक है जी, मैक एड्रेस जो आपके पास होता है वो स्विच के लिए यूज होता है. आई मीन स्विच is going to identify the devices using a MAC address. This is what you have to understand, right? Second thing, जब हमारे पास एक लैब है, let's suppose lab 5 या lab 4 की हम एग्जांपल लें, we do have a switch, 1 or 2 switch is being placed inside that lab and 40 computers are being connected with that particular switch. ठीक है जी, ऐसा होता है हमारे पास. आपने ये सिनेरियो देखा हुआ है. यू आर वेरी मच फैमिलियर विद दैट. व्हाई आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू एन एग्जांपल? बिकॉज यू हैव सीन दिस पर्टिकुलर सिनेरियोज इनसाइड योर लैब, राइट? अब मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है. दिस इज नॉट अ क्वेश्चन, आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू टेल यू. If you want to send some information from one computer to another computer inside a LAN, I'm not talking about an internet. Make sure I'm not talking about an internet. I'm talking about LAN. अगर एक नेटवर्क बना हुआ है ना, देखें, हैव यू एवर सीन कि आपका एक नेटवर्क बना हुआ हो और उस पे इंटरनेट ना चल रहा हो? इज इट पॉसिबल? यस, दिस इज पॉसिबल. आई मीन इनसाइड अ लैब यू हैव अ लैन, all the computers are connected, but there is no internet connectivity inside your lab. That is possible because from the back end, from where the internet is coming, that service is not available, but actually LAN is working. लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क दैट यू हैव डिजाइन सो फॉर द शेयरिंग ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. आपने प्रिंटर शेयर करना है, आपने डेटा फाइल को शेयर करना है, उसके लिए आपने लैन बनाया था. तो नाउ दैट इज वर्किंग. देयर मस्ट नॉट बी एनी प्रॉब्लम. इंटरनेट नहीं आ रहा ना, वो ना है. बाकी हमारे पास लोकल सर्विसेज सारी की सारी चलेंगी. आई मीन यू कैन शेयर द फाइल, यू कैन सेंड द फाइल टू योर फ्रेंड, टू योर नाइबर, I mean to any other computer over the network or something like that, right? So my point is, what I'm going to tell you, why I'm going to tell you this thing, whensoever a computer is going to send some information from one point to another point or from one computer to another computer inside a LAN, how your data is being traveling. आपके कंप्यूटर से आपने एक फाइल को सेंड किया, that data would be received at the स्विच. मैं बहुत जनरली बता रहा हूँ, इसकी डिटेल तो बहुत लंबी है, लेकिन मैं आपको जनरली बता रहा हूँ. स्विच क्या करता है? स्विच इज एन इंटेलिजेंट डिवाइस. वो फाइंड करता है कि इसका सोर्स और डेस्टिनेशन एड्रेस होता है. आई मीन हैव यू एवर सीन कि हाउ योर पार्सल इज बीइंग डिलीवर्ड फ्रॉम वन पॉइंट टू अनदर पॉइंट? Definitely with the help of, you have a source address or the sender's address and you have the destination address, the receiver's address, right? Until and unless any one of the address is missing, your data would not be received at send, isn't it? I mean, when you will go to the TCS office, they would if you are just going to write the receiver's address and you are not going to write the sender's address, they will discard that particular parcel. They would ask you that you must have to write the sender's address also. For any reason, if that particular receiver is going to decline that particular request, that must have to be returned back to the sender's address. That's why senders and the receiver's address both are very necessary for any type of communication. So when I'm talking about a LAN communication, आपके पास क्या होता है? You have a sender's as well as the receiver's MAC address. I'm not saying IP address. MAC address are being attached with that particular packet or frame that you are sending to another device. अब होता क्या है, आपके कंप्यूटर से डेटा निकला, ठीक है, मैं इसकी डिटेल नहीं, मैं आपको जस्ट एक लेमैन की तरह समझा रहा हूं कि आप इसको अभी समझ लें, देन वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग इन डिटेल. अब वो डेटा जैसे ही निकलेगा, इट वुड बी रिसीव्ड एट द स्विच. Switch has to check for which computer this data is. I mean, to whom I have to send this particular data. ठीक है. अब based on that particular check, he has to check its all table. अब actually आपके पास क्या होती है, MAC address table होती है inside a switch. I mean, switch is going to maintain a MAC address table. MAC address is always being listed at the network interface card of your computer. Are you understanding me? I mean, चीजें mix तो नहीं हो रही, guys?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
So what is going to be happen? कि as soon as you are going to your network interface card, आपके network interface card के ऊपर क्या होता है, MAC address burnt होता है. That is being burnt by the company who has made that particular network interface card. आपने लैपटॉप परचेज किया, उसके अंदर एक NIC लगा हुआ था या LAN कार्ड लगा हुआ था. That LAN card is already been embossed with a MAC address, right? That must not be changed. That will never be changed until and unless you are going to change physically the LAN card. वो आपके पास forever के लिए, जब तक आपका लैपटॉप है, it will remain the same MAC address. But nowadays we do have certain sort of softwares through which you can change that particular address, but normally you cannot change the MAC address. That is firm and confirmed, and it will be remain same throughout the life of your computer. अब होता क्या है, your switch, आपका कंप्यूटर जो है, let's suppose we have 23 PCs or 24 PCs which are being connected with a switch. ठीक है, उनकी लाइट्स ब्लिंक हो रही हैं, एक एंगल आपकी एक एंड जो है वो कंप्यूटर में लगा हुआ है लैन कार्ड के अंदर, और दूसरा जो है स्विच के पोर्ट में लगा हुआ है. As soon as you start your switch and as soon as you are going to start your computer, when all 24 computers are being started, or let's suppose 10 or 15 computers are being started, what happens, switch is going to send a broadcast message to all the computers which are being connected to that particular device and ask them to update their MAC address to the computer. ठीक है, जैसे मैं क्लास में खड़ा होकर कहूँ कि जी आप, मैं ना I want to know your cell numbers or your roll numbers, मैंने ब्रॉडकास्ट कर दिया, और इन रिस्पॉन्स आई एम गोइंग टू से दैट कि यू हैव टू मैसेज मी ऑन योर व्हाट्सएप, ऑन द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप. तो आप सब मुझे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे करेंगे और मैं ये सारी की सारी चीजें, सारे के सारे रोल नंबर्स अपने जहन के अंदर उसको सेव कर लूंगा. इन द सेम वे व्हाट द स्विच इज गोइंग टू डू, स्विच इज गोइंग टू ब्रॉडकास्ट अ मैसेज, आई वांट टू नो द MAC address of all the computers which are on and are connected with me. अब होगा क्या, in response to that broadcast message, all the computers which are being connected with that particular switch would respond back with their MAC addresses which are being connected to which are being listed inside their LAN cards. ठीक है, तो वो क्या होगा, that MAC address would be going towards the memory of the switch. अब switch क्या करेगा, switch is going to make sure switch has an operating system, switch has a memory like a normal computer, and switch has the ROM, RAM and each and everything. It is a special type of computer. Make sure ये आपके पास कोई सिर्फ डब्बा सा नहीं होता. It is a special type of computer which do have an operating system, which do have this is a special type of an operating system, not like Windows, but it has an operating system. You can configure the switch, you can add something to the switch, you can delete something to the switch. आप किसी पोर्ट को अप कर सकते हैं, डाउन कर सकते हैं. I mean, I'm just going to tell you that it is an interactive device. It is not a dumb device, right? It is an intelligent device, right? So whensoever all this information would be received by the switch, switch is going to maintain its switching table or MAC address table. वो क्या करेगा, कंप्यूटर ए उसके आगे उसका मैक एड्रेस मेंशन कर देगा, कंप्यूटर बी उसके आगे उसका मैक एड्रेस मेंशन कर देगा. नाउ ऑल द मैक एड्रेसेस आर बीइंग मेंटेन्ड बाय दैट पर्टिकुलर स्विच इनसाइड इट्स मैक एड्रेस टेबल. फाइन, it's fine now. Your switch is up to date. अब होगा क्या, if somebody, let's suppose computer A from that particular which is being connected with switch wants to send information to computer B, what is going to be happen, computer A is going to calculate, I mean create a frame, पूरा frame बनेगा जिसमें data आपका होगा, and it will attach two addresses, source MAC address and the destination MAC address with that particular data. अब ये चीजें सारी आगे आएंगी, लेकिन अभी आपने जस्ट समझना है कि मैं आपको समझाना क्या चाह रहा हूं. ठीक है, उस डेटा के साथ दो चीजें अटैच हो जाएंगी, एक सोर्स एड्रेस और दूसरा डेस्टिनेशन मैक एड्रेस. नाउ when this data would be going, definitely the data would come out from the computer, from your computer in which you on which you are sitting, that is computer number A. When this data is coming out from the LAN card and going through the destination, वो सबसे पहले कहां पे जाएगा, it would be reaches to the switch. अब switch के पास जैसे ही when switch is going to receive that particular data, it will check this request is for which computer, I mean this request that I have received so far is for which computer. Now we know that the sender has attached two things, one is your source address MAC address and the second one is what, your destination MAC address. Now once it has been received over there, now switch is going to check its MAC address table and used to check for which destination MAC address this request has to be sent. अब उसकी लिस्ट के अंदर होगा कि जी कंप्यूटर सी का जो मैक एड्रेस है, एक्चुअली दैट इज द डेस्टिनेशन एड्रेस दैट हैज बीन लिस्टेड बाय कंप्यूटर ए. आर यू गेटिंग मी राइट? अब होगा क्या, योर कंप्यूटर, योर डेटा दैट यू हैव सेंट ओवर द स्विच, योर स्विच वुड राउट दैट पर्टिकुलर डेटा टू अ पोर्ट ऑन व्हिच कंप्यूटर बी इज कनेक्टेड. राइट, अब आपका डेटा राउट हो जाएगा कंप्यूटर उस पोर्ट के ऊपर, एंड फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर पोर्ट your data would be sent to a particular computer. This is how your MAC addressing is work, or your MAC media access control address is going to work actually inside a LAN. तो दो चीजें हमें पता चली, your MAC address works on data link layer and your switch is a device which is going to translate or understand your MAC address. ठीक है, तो वो आपके पास data link layer के ऊपर काम कर रहा होता है. I think that is clear, but again it has again a detailed description that I will be telling you when हम इसको और डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. अब इससे ऊपर आप ये जो चीज है ना, ये डेटा कॉम के अंदर आ जाती है, डेटा कम्युनिकेशन के अंदर, फिजिकल एंड डेटा लिंक लेयर. वी जस्ट हैव टू कंसीडर इन टर्म्स ऑफ डेटा कम्युनिकेशन कि आपके सिग्नल्स कैसे जाएंगे, आपका डेटा किस तरह से जाएगा. दीज ऑल थिंग्स वी हैव टू डिस्कस इन लेयर 1 एंड लेयर 2. बट व्हेन वी आर मूविंग अप टुवर्ड्स नेटवर्क ट्रांसपोर्ट सेशन presentation and application layer, actually that is a point where we are going to come across with a computer networks. यहां से आपके पास कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क्स का काम शुरू होता है. आई मीन डेटा लिंक और फिजिकल इज प्योरली एसोसिएटेड विद द डेटा कॉम कॉन्सेप्ट. आई मीन हाउ योर सिग्नल इज बीइंग मेड, how your data is being translated from a text format to a zeros and one, and how it is being traveled. This all things are going to be decided at a physical and data link layer. Then when we are talking about a network and upper layer, actually these layers are being responsible for any type of computer networking concepts. Hopefully that is clear to you. अब आप आ जाए network layer के ऊपर. Network layer is only responsible for to connect the WAN. आपकी जो डेटा लिंक और फिजिकल है वो लैन के अंदर काम कर रहा होता है, और जो नेटवर्क लेयर है इट ऑलवेज वर्क्स ऑन वैन. आई हैव टोल्ड यू द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द लैन एंड वैन. आई थिंक इट मस्ट बी क्लियर टू यू गाइस. अब नेटवर्क वैन के ऊपर कैसे काम करता है, नेटवर्क के ऊपर दो चीजें काम कर रही होती हैं. प्रोटोकॉल कौन सा काम कर रहा होता है, आईपी. आईपी इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल और आईपी एड्रेस ऑलवेज वर्क्स ऑन अ नेटवर्क लेयर. सेकंड, योर राउटर, your router always works on a network layer. And when I used to say this particular word that your router is working on network layer, this means that network layer obviously working on the WAN. I have told you previously that कि जी WAN के अंदर आपके पास कौन सी डिवाइसेस यूज होती हैं, राउटर, एंड LAN के अंदर आपके पास कौन सी डिवाइस यूज होती है, स्विच. So when I'm talking about your switch is on the data link layer, this means that your data link layer is only associated with the LAN. When I'm talking about that your router is working on a network layer, this means that your network layer is associated with a WAN, right? So WAN के अंदर जो आपके पास लेयर यूज होती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज नेटवर्क, और यू मे कॉल इट एज network layer is only responsible to communicate over a wider area network. Why? Because your router is going to be worked over a network layer. Is that clear? ये concept clear हुआ आपको? Kindly confirm me through a message or through a
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
up till now. If anybody have any question,
sir,
you
I
are-
have a question.
yeah.
सर अगर किसी को हमारा मैक एड्रेस पता चल जाए तो सर मैक एड्रेस के थ्रू वो हमारा वाईफाई को भी तो हैक कर सकता है ना सर?
सॉरी, किसको हैक कर सकता है?
वाईफाई को। लाइक सर आपने कहा कि बहुत सारे पीसीज जो ना वो एक स्विच से कनेक्ट है, और उस स्विच पर जो है ना डिफरेंट सबके पीसीज के जो है ना मैक एड्रेसेस है। तो सर वो मैक एड्रेस तो दूसरा पर्सन किसी और के पर्सन का मतलब लाइक डेटा वगैरह और वाईफाई भी तो हैकिंग हो सकती है ना सर इससे? तो उस चीज़ को कैसे हाइड किया जाए, लाइक कि मतलब मैक एड्रेस के थ्रू आपकी कोई पर्सनल सिक्योरिटी पे कोई इशू ना पड़े?
देखें, जब हम LAN की बात करते हैं ना, आई गॉट योर क्वेश्चन, बट यू आर एसोसिएटिंग मैक एड्रेस विद अ वायरलेस डिवाइस लाइक अ स्विच, आई मीन राउटर जो आपके इंटरनेट पे लगा हुआ है। एक्चुअली ऐसा होता नहीं है। स्विच जो आपका होता है ना, दैट इज वाई वी यूज अ IP is actually is going to dynamically changes the address ना। एक्चुअली IP क्या होती है, अभी मैं उस चीज पे आया नहीं था। आपको फिजिकल एड्रेस, तो आपका अगर एड्रेस रिमेन सेम रहेगा ना, तो अल्टीमेटली एट एनी टाइम समबडी नोज दैट कि इसका ये मैक एड्रेस है ना, तो वो उसको कभी भी हैक कर सकता है। लेकिन IP इज अगेन द एड्रेस ऑफ अ कंप्यूटर दैट इज ओवर अ नेटवर्क, ठीक है? ये LAN पे होता है। लेकिन जब हम इंटरनेट की बात करेंगे ना, व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इंटरनेट के ऊपर जो आपकी डिवाइस की आइडेंटिटी शो हो रही होती है, आई मीन द आइडेंटिटी दैट इज बीइंग शोन ओवर द इंटरनेट, दैट इज नॉट योर मैक एड्रेस, दैट इज योर IP एड्रेस। आर यू गेटिंग राइट? आई हैव टोल्ड यू टू थिंग्स inside a LAN. What address, how your computer is being identified? By using a MAC address inside a LAN. But when we are talking about WAN or an internet, over there your devices are being, I mean to say that, identified by an address that is called as an IP address. Every device over an internet has a unique address that is called as an IP address. अगर आप लोगों के घर AC स्मार्ट AC हो या स्मार्ट कोई भी इस तरह की डिवाइसेस हों, तो you need to know that there are certain IP addresses which are being assigned to those particular computers or those particular devices, and if you want to operate them through an internet from outside of your home, you have to access its IP address. Even your modem, what is an IP address of that particular modem if you want to access it? 192.168.10.1. how many of you have accessed your IP modem at your homes? कभी आपने access किया है? अगर उसको configure करना है आपने, let's suppose if you want to change the password, change the SSID or something like that, how many of you have accessed this particular IP address? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes
किया
sir.
है ना आप लोगों ने? अगर आपने खुद नहीं भी किया तो आपको PTCL वाले करवाते हैं। यू आर गोइंग टू कॉल देम, दे आर गोइंग टू से दैट कि जी आप ब्राउजर ओपन करें एंड राइट दिस एड्रेस 192. व्हाई दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू से यू दैट राइट अ मैक एड्रेस? Why? Definitely they can also say you that ना कि जी इसका MAC address भी तो होगा ना, write the MAC address of this particular computer. Why you are not? Why they are saying that IP address? Because that device is over the internet, and whatsoever the device that is over the internet has a unique address that is being identified. That address is called as an IP address. ठीक है? लेकिन जब हम मैक एड्रेस की बात करते हैं तो मैक एड्रेस जो है वो आपको LAN के अंदर आइडेंटिफिकेशन के लिए कंप्यूटर को मैक एड्रेस चाहिए होता है। ठीक है? नाउ योर क्वेश्चन इज कि ड्यू टू इफ द मैक एड्रेस इज रिवील्ड टू एनी थर्ड पर्सन, हाउ? यस, इनसाइड अ LAN, if he knows the things, he can hack the system, but that is not so easy. But inside a LAN there is not a big problem, but the problem starts when you are using an internet, and over there if your IP or if your address or if your information is being revealed to a third person, he can I mean break into your system and can steal the information. ठीक है? तो MAC address doesn't matter over an internet, does matter but not in that way, but the actual problem with your IP address, और IP address आपकी static कभी नहीं होनी चाहिए। Whensoever, I think you people have heard about DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, or DHCP server. Even in your, routers, you have a DHCP. आप क्या करते हैं कि आप DHCP के checkbox को click कर देते हैं, and your IP addresses are going to be changed after 20 to 30 seconds dynamically from that particular range. वहाँ पे आप एक range define कर देते हैं. This range is, let's suppose, 192.168.10.1 to 192.168.10.50. This is the range for DHCP server. Now, when this range I have set for my own computer, I mean in the network. अब होगा क्या, whensoever user is going to connect it over an internet, we have set the time over there, right? After 20 seconds, your IP is automatically changed by that particular DHCP server. वो उस pool में से उठाएगा और एक नई IP assign कर देगा. What is the reason behind that? The reason is, if your IP remains static for 10, 20 or for 1 day, any hacker or any intruder who wants to break into your system, or who wants to break inside your system, he will definitely apply certain techniques on a single static IP, and at some time he would get success to be breaking inside your system. But if he used to know, or if he came to know about an IP, and after 5 or 10 seconds that IP is going to be changed dynamically, then it would be very difficult for him to break into the system. That is what the advantage of DHCP is. तो कहने का मकसद ये है कि LAN के अंदर आपके पास MAC यूज होता है, there is no any issue with that, but over an internet, if you are exposed to an internet and your IP is IP is responsible to expose you over an internet. अगर आपकी IP वहाँ पे हैक हो जाती है, तो then it is a problem. Otherwise, there is no big issue for that. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Excellent.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so this is what a physical layer, this is the data link layer, and then the network layer. अब जो ऊपर वाली layers है ना, इनको आप सिर्फ इतना समझ लें कि transport layer is a software layer, session layer is a software layer, presentation and application. These all are 4 layers which are only responsible to run different set of protocols. ठीक है. Most of the time you have seen that HTTP, DNS, these are the services or the protocols which are running on application, presentation and session layer. Transport layer जो है ना, आप application, presentation और session जो है, इनका काम ये होता है कि they are just going to format your data, how it must be looks like to the end user. I mean application layer का काम तो ये होता है कि it is going to format your data in a user friendly environment. I mean how a user can see the data in a right format. That is the responsibility of an application and layer. Presentation is going to present the data, and session is going to create a virtual session between two computers, right? I will be explaining you in detail all these 3 layers, but make sure you have to understand application, presentation, session and transport. They all are called as the software layers. There is no any hardware working on these 4 layers. The next 3 layers, network, data link and physical, they are being called as the hardware layer. I mean over these 3 layers, there are hardware and there are softwares are running. I mean software means there are certain protocols are running on network layer, data link layer and physical layer, while on application, presentation, session and transport, only the protocols are being running, right? So application, presentation और session को मैं discuss करूंगा. ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर के ऊपर 2 प्रोटोकॉल यूज हो रहे होते हैं which are very much you people are very much familiar with them. One is called as TCP, another one is called as UDP. I think you people have heard about TCP and UDP. TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol and UDP stands for Universal Datagram Protocol, UDP. अब इसमें सिर्फ समझने की ये बात है, for right now you have to understand TCP is connection oriented protocol and UDP is connection less protocol, right? What is the difference? Difference भी आपको मैं बता देता हूँ, लेकिन we will be discussing them in detail. TCP connectivity में ये होता है कि whensoever you are going to send some data, the receiver must have to send the acknowledgement back to the sender that yes, that data has been received at the receiver's end. There must not be any issue with the data. Data has safely reached at the receiver's end, right? That is what the acknowledgement is coming with the TCP connectivity. That is why it is called as connection oriented protocol. What the UDP is? UDP is connectionless protocol. There is no any response that is coming whether your data has been received or not at the receiver's end. There is no, अगर वो receive होता है तो ठीक है, अगर नहीं होता तो you have to resend it again. There is no any acknowledgement. So this is what the difference between your TCP and UDP protocol. We will be discussing in detail as we will be move further. But today is this the introduction of this models. मुझे इतनी डिटेल नहीं बतानी चाहिए थी, लेकिन मैंने इसलिए बताई है कि आप लोगों को एटलीस्ट पता हो कि इन लेयर्स का काम क्या है, ठीक है. But all these layers are going to be discussed in future in detail, like I have told you yesterday. I have right now told you, right? So this was regarding the OSI model. In the same way, we have the TCP/IP protocol model, right? OSI model was given in very earlier stage, and after that, when we are specific to a computer networks, then there is a protocol that or there is a layer protocol that is called as the TCP/IP protocol, which is based upon your application layer protocol, sorry, your OSI model, right? अब इसमें से अगर आप देखें तो your layer 5 or the upper layer, the first layer 5 is going to correspond with the first 3 layer of OSI model: application, presentation, session, right? All these 3 layers are being combined into a single layer that is called as an application layer. Then your layer 4 is the transport layer that is associated or that is in line with the transport layer, that is the layer 4, right? अब आ जाएं layer 3 के ऊपर, that is an internet layer. Internet layer is directly interfaced with the network layer. Network layer in OSI model is associated with the internet layer of the TCP/IP model. Then comes to the layer 2, that is called as your network interface. This is associated with the data link layer, and the layer 1 is associated with the physical layer. Now this is the relationship between the TCP/IP model and the OSI model. Both are same, but TCP/IP is more specific to computer networks, right? This is a transmission control protocol, but OSI model is a very generalized model for every type of communication, right? I mean, for data communication, for all other communication, OSI model is used. But nowadays, when we are specific to a computer networks, when we are specific to the protocol, we have to be specific to the model also, and that model is being called as your TCP/IP model or TCP/IP protocol, right? So, introduction. Network and internet. I have told you yesterday the definition of a network: a system for connecting computers using a single transmission technology. What is the transmission technology? Transmission technology is a medium through which your all computers are being connected. That is what you can call it as a network. What is an internet? Set of networks connected by routers that are configured to pass traffic among any computers attached to any network in the set. I have told you already, internet is the combinations of LANs and WANs. When they all are combined and the intermediary device that is being used is called as a router, they connect them. This is what you can call it as an internet, right? Then classification of computers, classification of network. We are going to divide our networks in terms of size, connectivity, communication medium, and mobility. By size, I have told you, you have LAN and WAN. Either it is a smaller network inside a building, it is called as LAN. If it is a wider network outside of the building, multiple buildings, multiple cities are connected, that is called as wider area network, right? This is what you can classify it in terms of size. When we are talking about by connectivity means that point to point versus broadcast. When we are talking, I have given you the example of switch and a computer. Your computer is being connected with a switch. This is a point to point connectivity. आपका एक point computer में लगा हुआ है और दूसरा switch के port में लगा हुआ है, and this is the only connection between your computer and your switch. This is what the star topology or star topology के अंदर जो भी connectivity होती है, that is point to point. There is no client, there is no server. This is point to point simple, right? Versus broadcast. In a broadcast, your connectivity, let's suppose you have a television, you have the radio, all they are being called as the broadcast connectivity. I mean, whatsoever you are saying, that is being broadcasted to all the people who are listening to that particular or who wants to listen that particular information. That's what you would call it as a broadcast connectivity. So you are going to divide your network according to the connectivity, right? Then you have the by communication medium. I mean, how your network is being connected through an optical fiber, through a straight through cable, through a crossover cable, or through a coaxial cable. I mean, what type of medium, or through a satellite. I mean, satellite से भी आपके network connected होते हैं ना. So what type of medium is being used inside a network? You also classify your network according to the medium. And then by mobility. This is very important. some networks are called as your fixed network and some are called as your ad hoc network. What are ad hoc networks? Ad hoc networks are those networks which are changing rapidly, like a mobile. I mean, when you have a cell phone, your cell phone or your mobile network is not a static network. This is a ad hoc network. I mean, which is going to change from time to time. This is what you can call it as a ad hoc network, right? So again, we are going to divide them according to the fixed and the ad hoc network. So this is how you are going to classify your network by size, connectivity, communication medium, and by mobility. Then we have network in our daily life. Now networks are an important part of everyday activity. Business, I mean, if you talk about business, like you have eBay, online websites, right, where you are going to do business. आजकल Facebook के ऊपर आपने देखा होगा कितनी ज़्यादा selling हो रही है. You have the banks, they are online. All this comes under the category of business. I mean, आपके networks जो हैं business के अंदर use हो रहे हैं. Homes, I mean, inside the homes, you are going to make different sort of local area networks. You are making different type of gaming mechanisms inside home. This is again the network. Due to networks, you can share the different sort of resources at the home. Government agencies like military organization like NADRA. You people are very much familiar with NADRA. NADRA are using the network. The NADRA have a network and they can share the resources. You can get the NIC by sitting at any part of the country, whether you belongs to Hyderabad or Karachi. अगर आप पंजाब में भी हैं तो आप अपना ID card बनवा सकते हैं. Why? Because they are centralized and they are network. They just have to put the information, all the information wheresoever you belong, all would be there onto their screens, and they can get the idea and they can issue you the card. At the same time, education की example आपके सामने है. We are learning online, right? I'm teaching you, you people are sitting in home, you are sitting at some other country or wheresoever you are going to listen me lively, and I'm going to broadcast it. You are going to listen me and you can communicate with me easily. You can share the data, you can share certain sort of files whatsoever. This is what the this is what the advantage of networks in education. So this is the general idea regarding how your networks impact your daily life.